This is Painting on Glass, the Marcus Sozel podcast in English language. Listen to the stories and reflections of a singer-songwriter and author. Hold on, take me back. Hold on and take me back. It's like painting on glass. Leave a note on your door. Tell me what you're looking for. It's like painting on glass. This is episode 73 of Painting on Glass. Going to California in May 2024. And I'm your host. This is Marcus Sozel. Leave another sign for me to find behind, so I might be able to find you. Show it with a trace of a smile and a love. This might be something to show me. Today I would like to take you along traveling, but from my point of view, So take these couple of minutes and come along to the U.S. Sunshine State, and we'll be riding high. I can't tell you. Got a call from a western state. I said yes, I didn't hesitate. I agreed that I gotta go for a special tour and a one-night show. Well, in August 2023, I received a message to possibly be one of the few inductees into the Academy Hall of Fame, Los Angeles, California. So what happens to you the moment you receive such a message? It's really hard to explain. First of all, I took a deep breath and became silent for a little while. It might have been a mixture of being honored in such a wonderful way and, at the same time, something to look at quite emotionally. To me, it really is. Been there once before. There's something for me right there. Last time I had been there was in 2017, not too long ago, but the situation was different. Dad passed away in October 2019, and Mom, she left just 8 weeks ago. And I'm still right into a state of deep mourning, and my mind began to fight inside whether I should go or not. I had a lot of duties to fulfill, and I would be free now. But it's all between the head and the heart. Not an easy thing to do. I also found there's so much more I was heading for, and found that there I was riding up in the blue. I was riding up in the blue. Prophet's voice is seldomly heard in his own neighborhood, and that's why he has to move out into the unknown. And I still want to be heard, because there's so much I got to tell and so much I got to share with all these lovely people out there, same as you right here inside this program today. But that means boarding a jet plane again and taking an 11-hour ride west, up in the blue where borders don't seem to exist, and the whole space above the clouds feels without limit. What a wonderful thought to me. Tell all my friends I'm doing fine. I'm taking my chances, taking my time. Phone calls in the early night. Some messages sent on my Facebook side. Though I've been there once before, there's so much new I can't ignore. Really lifted to the max.
And I've heartfelt friends, colleagues, and those I met all along the way who told me to go. Same as Mom did just a couple of days before she died. You gotta go there, she said. And I made this my motto, to move on and look forward.
And California, so much more. I was riding up to the blue. I was riding up to the blue. I was riding up in the blue. I was riding up in the blue.
But life is wonderful, always wonderful, no matter how hard it might seem. With all the treasures taken, there's also a feeling of gifts coming in. And there's also a joy to be able to move on, even though it means moving on alone and all by yourself. That's just the way life is, and I'm far from complaining. I never did. I always followed my own traces, and that meant the absence of close companions for the last 3 decades. But, sometimes I wish there would be someone close, simply whispering, "Fine, go on." Not much, just these few words.
I got a call from a westerner state. I said yes, and I didn't hesitate. I agreed that I gotta go for a special tour and a one-night show. Though I've been there once before, there's so much new I can't ignore.
And so, this is why I'd like to dedicate this episode 73 to you, to all of my listeners here on this podcast, and all those who keep listening to my music in so many different ways. Wow, it's such a wonderful gift I never can repay. I know that. And I shall be grateful for all my life. So, this one is for you, no matter where you are listening from right now.
Really lifted to the max. And California, so much more. I was riding up in the blue. 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 Up in the blue.
You heard a song, Up in the Blue, and it is taken from the album Rooftop Dancer. I published this album in 2017, and you'll find it on your music service online. And right now, at the end of this episode, let me remind you to subscribe in case you've enjoyed being with me today. And if you did, just spread a word about this podcast. And please leave a rating or review, because it'll help others to find this show. Thank you so much.
Let the sun shine on through. It's all you need to do when painting on yours. Lay down what you hope to find, all the things you left behind. That's painting on yours.
We'll meet here in a few episodes to come, if you want to.
Painting on yours.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.